Okay, anyway, so we're back. This is a summary of what we did here to test various anti-skid, two anti-skid products in Easy Shine, Mop-On High Gloss, Hard, Acrylic, Water-Based Wax. Jesus, that was a mouthful. Which you use over sealed floors to provide extra shine and dimension, and it also protects the sealer so you don't have to keep resealing over and over. You just do the wax, which takes just 2,000 square feet. I can do it in about 30 minutes tops. It dries really fast and creates a protective layer over your sealer. It's really the way to go. Forget all the buffing and all that other stuff nowadays. Just use a hard wax like Kemiko Easy Shine. Easy to apply. Lambskin pad, microfiber pad on a pole. You can get all those supplies at Home Depot. I trade the Water Whiz, and I also trade a lambskin pad, which, where the hell is it? Lambskin pad is like this. It's made of sheepskin. You can wash them, and it goes on a holder and then on a pole, and you overlap it by 50%. But anyway, the problem here is I got a client, so basically to summarize, very, very epoxy floor. They didn't put an anti-skid, did not put an anti-skid in it. It's very, very, very slippery after wear and using chemical products and all that. So I needed to see what kind of an anti-skid product I could add that would be immiscible, homogeneous in a product like this. They all say they are fine for sealers. You mix them in sealers and you stir them with a jiffy mixer with a drill and all that stuff. So, but nobody knew anything about wax, and so I tried it. The problem was that sealers, when you apply sealers, this is not a sealer, this is the wax. It goes on top of sealer. When you apply sealers, you usually spray them on or you roll them on. So I could see where these anti-skid products, would spread uniformly over the floor and do their job. But with the wax, this wax, we apply it with lambskin pads, and we're kind of smearing it in circle fashions over the floor. So that created a problem in my head. I'm thinking, okay, that's going to create lines of particles. It's not going to be immiscible or homogeneous. That's kind of true. Okay, so what my verdict is with the dry lock. It's a coarser product. It looks more like a sand. With this product, yes, better adhesion, higher coefficient of friction when you put it on there. Also, the particle size is very uniform. It's like super, super fine sand. That one won on the anti-skid, but lost with the wax, mind you. And manufacturers probably don't recommend doing this, but I did it, and then guess what? It works. So it left lines, streaks, and created a high coefficient of friction. You could actually kind of see the abrasiveness of it. Aesthetics, no. Performance, anti-skid, yes. I'd use it indoor, outdoor, in the floor paint or the sealer. Obviously, you don't use epoxies outdoors, but that's what they recommend. You can use it for epoxy. That's what they say on the thing. So you mix it in with the sealer and spread it. But I used it on the wax, and it came out great. I used two different methods. I used a lambskin pad and a microfiber pad, and I found out that the best application method for this was the lambskin pad. Anyway, for that product, for the dry lock product, for the Safe D grip product, the product is like powder, ranges from particle size that's like powder. It's more uniformly distributed, well graded. In other words, goes from super, super, super nanofine to a little bit coarser, about this size. It's white. It comes in a shitty package. It's really hard to work with. The Ziploc was actually ripped at the top, and it's I wouldn't want to breathe that stuff. I'd wear a mask. But anyway, I applied that using the microfiber pad and the lambskin pad on a pole. Like I was saying, that's the way you apply a wax in circles. You kind of go like this. Maybe back one more time. You don't want to go over it after it gets tacky because it will leave lines, just the wax itself. But anyway, I found out was this product, Safe D Grip. Wow, what a name. One in the aesthetics category. And it decreased the slipperiness of the floor, but I'd say only half about what the Trilock did. However, it's more homogeneous in the mixture. When I stir it, it seems to stabilize and just kind of mix all throughout the wax. And therefore, when you spray it with the garden pump sprayer before you use the microfiber pad and the pole to apply it, it seemed to spread out uniformly and come out pretty nice. So in this category, lambskin pad and the microfiber pad came out better aesthetically, just like the dry lock did. So when I say aesthetically and also performance-wise, they seem to be the same. I couldn't see any difference, but it smoothed out better with the microfiber pad. So summary, I'm going to use a microfiber pad with the safety grip. In my case, we've already got a floor that's sealed. It's really, really slippery. They don't have a lot of time. I have 2 days to do 3,000 square feet, and they can't strip the sealer and start over and integrate a new sealer, integrate anti-skid into a new sealer. Just forget it. We're just going to wax it. They're happy with that. They want the gloss back. That's what the wax is going to do, but it's also going to increase the coefficient of friction, which is what they want. So I'm going to use a microfiber pad, and I'm going to use Kemiko Easy Shine Mop on Wax. They probably wouldn't recommend this. I'm doing it on my own. You do whatever you want, but I'm telling you, it's going to work for me. I can already see that just by the test. I'm thinking if in some super high traffic areas like in the injuryways, I might apply a third coat of wax in 10 by 10 sections while it's wet and hand broadcast a really light amount on there just to even get more grip. Now, so they're going to have to re-wax probably every 6 months. That's fine. But that's their maintenance. And like I said, I can do 2,000 square feet just by myself with a pole and a pad, lambskin pad or a microfiber pad. I can do that in about probably an hour. And we're using this wax here, and it dries usually in a couple of hours. And it should be ready to walk on, or excuse me, full traffic by the next day. So it's about $45 a gallon, something like that, 2,000 square feet per gallon. This stuff's about twice the cost of this dry lock, and I have to get my gallon prices, but this 3.2 ounce thing goes in, well, I don't know what the directions are. You can read it on their website. They're both very, very cost effective. This one is twice as much in cost as this one, but I'm thinking, 3,000 square feet, it's only going to cost me $50-$60 for the top one and $30 for the dry lock. So anyway, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. The winner for what I'm doing is the safe D-grip. If I had an industrial facility and entry and egress areas, the wax is looking like that because it's still wet. Okay, but anyway, I would definitely use the dry lock if aesthetics weren't that big of an issue. The lighting in here is terrible. The wax is still damp and tacky. When it's done, it'll be nice. By the way, this is just a coarse floor. We didn't grind it or anything like that. I was just doing a test in the garage here. I used a 60 grit screen. Just kind of did small circles, then got a microfiber cloth, cleaned it, then re-cleaned it. And that was my substrate. I was just doing a bench test here. Don't need to get fancy. So the floor is unsealed. So the wax, when you put it over unsealed floors, has a tendency to sink in and create the splotchiness, but that disappears after a while. And then if you would want it to go second coat, then third coat, and it all gets shinier and shinier and shinier. And it's not a paste wax, it's a hard wax. You don't have to do all that buffing crap and all that stuff. So you got a client that's concerned about cost, I would definitely use the Easy Shine Mop on Wax. It's the way to go to protect your sealer. It'll save you tons of headaches of people complaining, oh, my sealer's not shiny enough. This is the way to go. Anyway, and the maintenance is so easy. I don't want to say a monkey can do it, but you probably can. Okay, thanks.